Hi guys, welcome back to jewelery Tech Hub YouTube channel. Hi guys, welcome back to jewelery Tech Hub YouTube
Tech
channel.
Hub.
No? Tech Hub. Tech Hub YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the entrepreneurial skills for students. Today we are talking about the entrepreneurial skills for students in Unilever, students around the world. And the entrepreneurial skill we are talking about today is the starting of jewelry business, especially for women and ladies.
Please subscribe, like, comment,
And
follow.
We are talking about the steps in starting for jewelry business in Nigeria, especially in Nigeria and school. The first step you have to look at before starting or even thinking of starting a jewelry business is for you to go and look for the foundational steps. And what are these foundational steps? The first step you need to do before starting a jewelry business is for you to find your niche. You have to find your style. Find the perfect style that you know is very affordable and very useful for your expected buyers and customers. After finding your specific niche, your specific style, the next thing is to go and research more about the business, the jewelry business. You have to go online, check on Google Trends, the thing you're expected, like all the expected things, all the things you are going to be expecting in the business. Find for the style, your expected competitors and everything. And the second thing to plan is the business brand and logos. First, start the business plan first before the business brand. The business plan is your expected income, like the amount you are using to start the business and the expected income you are expecting. And the logos, you have to find the logos, find the main style, the main specific colors, your logos and everything. Find a specific logo for yourself. Don't have to check for other brand. You have to look for the one that will be very unique to you and your brand. So after finding the logos, looking for the perfect logos, the colors and the styles for your business, the next thing is to find a story, because starting a business now in Nigeria or anywhere in the world, you have to find, like, people get more attracted to a personalized story about yourself. So you have to find a story that complements your brand, like the main reason you're starting the brand. Like thinking about the story that this very business I'm starting, I'm using, like, I want women to feel confident about themselves. Find a very personalized story that will attract customers and your expected buyers. A very personalized story. And the third one is the legal and the finances. The first, like after searching for the finding your style, doing the research, finding the logos and the brand you want for your business, the next step is to register your business. In Nigeria, the thing you have to do is, like, you have to register your business, like the CAC. Yes, you have to register your business so people will know, like, this business is very genuine. And the next thing is to do is your finances. How much am I going to use to start this business? Like, how much in total? Like, you have to look at your finances before you start any business, because the finances will determine whether I have this or not. My colleague is going to talk about the second step.
The second step is production and sourcing. Like, make your own. Start with custom pieces using accessible method like 3D printing or laser enriching photos into wholesale brand. The source of wholesale, like getting the quality material for your advertising product. Like, go to advertise, then you should consider the products that you want to advertise. Like, you want people to get more information on, like, the jewelries, the ring, the necklace, the bracelets, the earrings, the engagement and wedding rings, watches, piercing, the nose piercing, and differentiate the original from the fake.
He's just joining, so introduce her now.
Welcome our new colleague on this
Let her mention her name now.
Her name is
Immaculate.
Yes. So she's joining us, and three of us we are talking about how to start a jewelry business in Nigeria. Especially we are moving like we are on the main jewelry of female and ladies jewelry. So like we are talking about the steps you need to make before starting the business and what you're expected of the like your profit and the steps you have to make sure to make the business as a student. So just talk about the sourcing of the production. So the next thing after sourcing for the product is to find the perfect way of selling your jewelry. You have to choose whether like find the perfect sale. You have to look at about the sales and the marketing. You have to check whether is this business doing like this jewelry business. Am I going to sell it online or am I going to market it physical? We talk about the online one. Like the first thing, if you are trying to sell your business online, the first thing you have to do is for you to look for an online site, a e-commerce site that you can sell your jewelry. And checking about the e-commerce site, you go online to check about how, like you look for all other business, like the ongoing business jewelry one. You have to look about how should I say this? Like you have like your expected competitors. You look on their online site. You check on what how they are doing it, and you build your own e-commerce site. After building an e-commerce site, the next thing to do, especially for a business brand, is for you to be a good professional photographer. You don't have to be that professional, but you have to be like you are selling a jewelry, and this jewelry you are selling it for you to motivate other women and for them to feel more confident about yourself. So for you to start the business, you have to take a very good professional photographer of your jewelries, like the jewelries you are selling. You took a very professional photographer and showcase the quality of the products to the expected buyers. If you are on online sites, like you build an online site, you snap the jewelries you are selling, and the camera or the quality of this thing since you are selling online, people are not seeing it, so you are going to advertise it and market it through photography. So if you snap the picture and the picture is somehow blur or is not showcasing, like it's not showing the quality of the products you are selling, how will you be able to sell? So you have to take a very important thing on this photography stuff. You have to check on it, like is this photography stuff, like is it very unique, like is it showcasing the quality of the product? And the next thing is marketing. After building an e-commerce site and you snapping or photography of your product, the next thing is to how to market your product. Since you are selling online and your expected buyers are online, the next thing is to use social media to advertise your business. And using of social media, we have social media platforms like the Instagram, Facebook, and we have TikTok. So if you are you build a page for your business, you did the video, you did photography, everything is very clear and the expected by. If you are not getting like the expected, like you are not getting customers, the next thing you can do is just to build a collaboration or add a collaboration with these influencers collaboration. So you have you do these collaborations with them. After you do the collaboration with them, sometimes you can go to the like showcasing your business to people offline. Like are you as a student now, you take your jewelries, your products, you take it to the class or you take it around the schools trying to show like this is what I'm selling, this is it, showcasing the quality to them and everything. So you have to do like have this thing partnership with the retails and everything.
So my colleagues have spoken about profit, target audience, and marketing strategy. So now I'm going to do like, I don't want to call it a summary, but I'm going to retouch on whatever they have said to you guys already. So now, starting a jewelry business for ladies, you have to put some things into consideration. My colleague has already said you have to put in your budget. What budget are you working on? You have to consider the budget you're working on. You have to consider your patron community, the place you're residing, the people around you, what they wear, their fashion audience. You have to consider your target audience. Do you want to sell jewelries for the elderly people? Do you want to sell jewelries for the alternative fashionistas? Do you want to sell jewelry for the Gen Zs worldwide? You also have to consider the authenticity of your platform, whatever platform you want to use. As a starting business owner, jewelry is not quite a lucrative business as a beginner, because people will not trust the authenticity of whatever you're selling. They would want to know how authentic you are, how many people have patronized you, your reference audience. So you have to put all those things into consideration. So from my own point of view, as if you want to start selling jewelries, number one, you have to have a very authentic source. You have to source out your jewelries. Are you going to be selling gold-plated jewelries? Are you going to be selling affordable titanium jewelries? Are you going to be selling steel? You have to be known for a particular jewelry source. So number one, you have to source your jewelry. I do not advise as a beginner sourcing online. It's more advisable to go and see whatever you're buying in person, to feel it, to be able to assure to your customers that whatever they are going to buy from you is also going to be authentic. So after authenticating your source, what you have to consider is your target audience. As a student, your primary target audience should be your fellow students, because most of your time is going to be spent in school. So your target audience should be mostly either the students or the lecturers or the elderly people on the campus where you are on your geographic territory. So you have to know which particular audience you want to serve to. So now when we consider students, there are students that are alternative. They don't wear normal jewelry. They don't wear the basic jewelry everybody wears. They like to be alternative. They like to swap their style from time to time. Now if you're selling alternative jewelries, then you're restricted to a particular amount of people. But if you're selling basic jewelries, you're quite versatile. You can sell to both alternative, because alternative at times they also wear basic jewelries. So now if you're going to choose your audience, you're going to choose it wisely. Either you're selling to the elderly people who usually make use of bulky statement pieces, while most Gen Z people like making use of minimalistic, simple, basic jewelries. Alternative make use of the both. They just like to stand out. So you have to be sure of your target audience. You have to sell at an affordable price, because most students cannot afford to spend some exorbitant amount on a piece of jewelry. So you have to know your audience and know the cost at which you put whatever product you're going to be selling for. So that's why when you're buying from your source, you have to strike an agreement with them that at some point they'll give you cost of a reseller. As a beginner, they might give you the cost of a normal buyer, but when you're buying in bulk, they'll have to reduce it for you to the cost of a reseller. So if you're buying for the cost of a reseller, you have to reduce the price you're giving. As at the beginning stage, you might encounter some losses. That is normal. Those are the perks that come with business. But at some point, you're going to outgrow it and start making your profits. So what I would say is, as a beginner in jewelry selling, your major aim should not be profit making. Your major aim should be building an authentic customer base. That is, building your trust with the people you're selling to. So when you've gotten the customer base you want to get, you have to check your platform. What social media platform would you like to publicize on? We have different social media platforms. We have platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp, Bigo. There are various and numerous social media platforms. Now you have to check which platform pushes the particular product you're venturing into, because for example, TikTok nowadays pushes most of alternative videos to alternative people. So if you're going to be selling alternative jewelry, you invest more of your time in TikTok. Instagram, whereas, pushes more of basic and minimalistic jewelries. So if you're going to focus on minimalistic jewelries or basic jewelries, you invest your time into Instagram. There are other you just have to know which particular platform you want to work with and what particular product the platform pushes, and that's how you make your audience. After a while, after a period of time, you start to see your profit. That's where you start habiting the thought of collaboration. As a beginner, it's not advisable to start collaborating in the beginning because you might not have made as much profit as it takes to involve a collaborator. So it's quite advisable to venture into the business for a period of time before considering the option of having a collaborator. So now, after a period of time, you've grown your public audience, you've grown your physical audience, you've made your profits, you can now put into consideration of having a collaborator. Now, what does it mean to have a collaborator? Having a collaborator in the beginning is more like a liability, because most collaborators, you give them products without them assuring you the returns of customers or the returns of the value of what you're giving to them. So at the beginning point of having a collaborator, it looks more like a liability because you're giving them a product and you are not as assertive of if the value of that product is going to come back to you. So you have to put that into consideration. If you're getting a collaborator, your major aim should be getting that collaborator's audience to join whatever audience you've already built for yourself. So now, working with the collaborator, you give them goods. You can either give them goods to publicize for you for a period of time. You can strike an agreement with the person that whatever goods you're giving to them, they are going to give you returns of so and so clients or so and so publicity for a stated duration of time. So now the main work of that collaborator is to help you push your business publicity to his or her own fan base. That collaborator works with you on a very strict, or what English word do I want to use? Whatever document or whatever agreement has been signed between you and your collaborator, the collaborator is working strictly based on whatever agreement you people have. It's either you're giving the person free goods and he's publicizing for you, or it's either the person is buying the goods from you at a much more affordable price, or it's either it's a vice versa kind of thing. The person is collecting your jewelries and in return you're collecting his or her own to publicize for the person. So those are the things you have to put into consideration. Then another thing to put into consideration is logistics. Now, what does it in whatever business you're venturing into, you have to always consider logistics, because the cost of transporting your good from one place to another. Now, can you trust the logistics team you're working with? How authentic is the logistics team you're working with? If anything goes wrong, can you hold on to the logistics team you're working with? So you have to consider your logistics, whatever logistics you're working with, and where exactly you want your customer base to be.
So that is all about, like, not all, but the few steps you have to take in starting a business. And starting a business, talking about the wholesales and everything stuff. In Nigeria, most jewelry, like most basic jewelry, like which students use, are mostly from what is like from Lagos. No, from China actually. So most like the styles and everything, like the students are after the styles and everything the students are after. Like most of the styles they see online and everything, it's just mostly like the importation is just mostly from China, not all these luxury brands. So starting a business as a small business owner, as a student, you can't afford to go to China to source for your business or look for where to get your business in there. So you are like your finances is not much of that. So the thing you can do is go to Lagos, not going to Lagos, but finding a very verified and this thing affordable source for your wholesale business, like someone you can buy at a cheaper rate that you save can even profit, like gain more profit as a student, because the main reason of starting a business is to gain the profit. So you have to look for a very authentic and a verified open source for the sourcing of your business, very like the wholesales. So you have to go, like, assuming you are a student who is based in Lagos, or you have someone in Lagos, you have to ask the person, or you personally going to this thing. Like the most popular this thing for jewelry business in Lagos is this Idumota market and this island market in Lagos. This is island market. So you have to go there personally because you're a student yourself and you know what your expected buyers are looking for. Like you distinguish yourself, you know the kind of jewelry you can wear. You don't want all these big jewelry or something. You want something unique, something that can identify you, something that can make you feel more confident about yourself. So you go to the market. You find for you just don't have one wholesaler this thing. You have to go there. So you check from one place to another. Like you have to check from this shop to another shop to check for the lesser price and the one that is very unique and add this quality. Because students are after this affordable and quality. So you have to find the one that is very affordable and one that quality. So if you like, subscribe and watch more for this. And comment, please.
Unilory Tech Hub YouTube channel.
The profit margin, how much can you
Okay, in starting in business grade, like say this as someone who has want to try to start this jewelry business making. So in jewelry, there are more profits if you have if there is expected buyers. There are more if you are buying wholesale, there are more profits in the way than buying in retail prices. So in jewelry business, you have to the profit margin of jewelry business is very high as a student because sourcing buying a particular jewelry like this necklace I'm wearing now, buying it from China because I always check on their website page in China. Buying it from China is around 400 or something there, and then shipping it to Lagos, buying it in Lagos is around 600 there, and selling it because I bought this jewelry for 1.5 from a particular vendor. So buying it from a vendor, buying it from Lagos, you buy something around 600 naira from the logistic and sending it from Lagos to Glory. You calculate your prices and everything, and you selling it, buying it something of 600 naira after calculating the logistic and everything, the logistic and the price of the jewelry is around 800 naira, and you selling it for 1.5 or 2,000 or 525. So there is more profit. Should I say more profit, or there is profit in jewelry business as a student? And the next thing, the main important thing is customers, because you have to showcase what you are selling as a student. Showcasing what you are selling, you have to wear all the jewelry, wear it to class. People will be like, wow, where do you get this jewelry? You'll be like, I'm the one selling it. So they will feel more attracted, I love this girl, how this girl was and jewelries and everything. So they want to buy more. So you have to showcase what you are selling for you to attract customers as a student. So the main thing is just for you to find a lesser wholesaler source.
So, in addition to what you have said,
Okay. In starting a jewelry business, if you want to start with the sum of 50,000, with how things are getting in this country, if you get the product and advertise it to your friends in class, you can get more customer, and on 50,000 products of jewelries, you can get at least 20,000 profit. It depends on how you advertise and how you showcase it to your friends, everyone online. It depends. So you have to showcase the quality and let them know the fake and the quality.
So
continue now?
that's all about jewelry business.